Hey, it's Jose. Thanks for joining me on my journey to I Am. Welcome back for the people who've been here before, and if you're new, I grew up as a convert Jehovah Witness child from the time I was 5 until I was about 19. I became agnostic at 19 and had a work accident at 28, which developed into PTSD, and at 30 I was told that I had PTSD, diagnosed with PTSD from my childhood. So it wreaked some havoc on my life growing up as a Jehovah Witness child, but at the exact same time, I'm noticing that it's presented a lot of moments to enrich my life because it gives me something to grow from. I'm constantly learning new things because I was deprived of things as a child, and now I'm taking the knowledge to do them, and I actually enjoy it, and it feels fulfilling. So today I'm going to share something with you. One of the things that I saw that made me feel good when I was looking at it. It's a map, and I'll explain it as I bring it up. So here it is. Enjoy. So this is what I'm going to show you today. It is a map that someone made. They took a lot of time to make this map. It's interactive. I'll put the link in the description box. And it really spoke to me when I started to check it out. So I call it the brain, but really what it is the evolution of religion. So you can kind of see some numbers here along the bottom. I'm just going to zoom in. Some numbers here. So right here in the center is the number 0. And as you go down, like in a down direction, you'll see the numbers 500, 1,000, and 1,500. So that's BC. That's, the oldest times. And then 0, and then you see some circles. And each circle is, the first one's 50, and then it goes in increments of 100. Just to kind of give you an idea. Now, when you zoom in on the earliest ones here, you'll notice that there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with ancient Israelite religion being kind of on top of it all. But as you follow it along, it's interesting because you get to the Iraqi Jews here, the Babylonian Jews, as you're following the Israelites. And then that's, about 587, 586 BC. That was the Samaritans. That was about 350 BC. And then right before 0, you get the Sadducees, the Pharisees, and the Essenes. And then when you get to 33 here, you see Christianity break off in kind of like a little bit of a darker red than the purple of the Israelites. I spent a whole week just following actually all of the different religions that were on here, or faiths or belief systems, whatever you want to call them. But it gives you the highlights. Like there's the Council of Chalcedon right there, and that happened in about, I think it was 451 BC. And then, as you move along, you get to the Great Schism. You follow along, so you've got the Roman Catholic, the Western Church, and the Orthodox splitting off. But as you keep following along, you get to the Martin Luther Reform. And during the exact same time, because this is the Protestant Reformation, you follow that line along. And that's the same time we've got the John Calvin Reform, which brought about Presbyterianism, and Henry VIII's Reform is just a little bit later than that, and that's the Anglicanism and the Church of England. I followed this looking for Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses isn't even on here. Which kind of blew me away, because I know we were kind of like, we evolved out of the Millerite movement in the 1800s, and Charles Taze Russell was actually, because they believed that Jesus had already become invisibly then, and when that didn't happen, well, then Charles Taze Russell went out on his own, with the Watchtower and Bible Tract Society, and predicted 1914, and we all know the rest from there. But I just really found this really interesting. Sorry to just move around as I was talking, but you've got the Lutherans, you've got the Mennonite churches, the Baptists, because the Mennonites actually came out of the Anabaptists when you follow this back here. The Hutterites and the Mennonites came out at the exact same time out of the Anabaptists. You see it there. And like I said, whoever made this map really put a lot of time and effort into, when things came out. Because when you do I've researched a few of these things, and they're accurate. I can't say it's all 100% accurate. I haven't researched every one of the things, but the few things that I did research are quite accurate. So when we back it up, the red is Christianity. So you'll see that it takes up like pretty much half of the brain. Not the red off to the left there, but the red off to the right. Because when we go into the red on the left, that's something else altogether. It's Hinduism. And then I just really found this interesting. It really gave me a perspective as to, did we really think as Jehovah's Witnesses that God would pick one tiny little speck out of all of these people to be the one? In my belief system, no. I actually think that God is in all of those people. And, the ability to have Satan is in all of those people. And we just have to reject the bad that we see and just be good. And that we all have availability to be with God. That's just my personal belief system. I'm okay that you guys have something different. I'm not trying to change your mind. But I am going to show you this information just so that you can kind of just be in awe with me as to the greatness of all of these different churches. And it's just amazing because, essentially they all want the same thing. They all want the same thing. And I think that, essentially we do come from an angle of love. I don't think we really, all of these religions in the world want just the destructions of the other ones and for everybody to think the same. I think that there's goodness in all of these. And I love to just, when it happens that I come across the literature for something, then I take the time to read it. And hopefully I see the goodness in it. I believe everything is divine myself. I mean, what did God use to make everything, right? I'd imagine he used the energy that was available to him, which was him at the time. So, thanks for joining me on my journey to I Am today. I hope you learned something new. Like I said, this website is available. I'll put the link in the description box so that you can go check it out for yourself. I really found it interesting. And I hope you learned something new today. It's always my favorite thing to do. And again, I love you because I love me. Have a great day.